It was evident during the recruitment process that NDTi's vision, mission and values are held high in the organisation. It also impressed on me how NDTi keep people's voices at the centre of every decision. I had an expert by experience at my interview, and they were really involved in the interview, and it was clear that their voice was valued.
I've currently been in my role for 5 weeks now, and how have I found the support that I've received from NDTi? I found it amazing. I was clear what was happening on day one. On day one, I met my line manager and other members of my team. I also had an extensive induction document which I found extremely helpful. I've also found the staff across the organisation extremely welcoming, where they've sent me emails welcoming me, also invited me to meetings that were happening to help me get understanding for other projects and programs within the organisation. So for me, it's been an extremely supportive induction period here at NDTi, and I'm looking forward to further progressing within my role.
I think what's really important about what we do at NDTi is we are the voice for those with disabilities. And we are, many of us, disabled ourselves. With NDTi, I found that things have been taken on board and done and action. That's extremely positive. So I do feel like I am making a difference to people's lives.
So for me, working at NDTi is very special because I'm late diagnosed autistic and ADHD. And I spent most of my working life, whenever I was an employee, really struggling due to not knowing about being neurodivergent. Working with NDTi is a whole different experience where for the first time in my life I feel genuinely cared for. I feel like people genuinely want to include me and support me. It's an incredible experience to take part in this work and to witness the reality that there is actual change happening.
NDTi has perhaps been one of the best organisations that I could have come to for work. Beforehand, I only had one job as special needs TA, and despite working within special needs, I didn't really feel like my needs and my requirements and adjustments were met in those settings. Whereas with NDTi, I've been able to start working from home, which is a massive thing for me in my executive function as an autistic person. And I think as well, the willingness of a lot of the higher ups to mold things to better suit the employees is something that I really value. I don't think it's done enough. A lot of individuals, they're lucky enough to find someone who will just apply themselves to the reasonable adjustments model, whereas a lot of the supports and a lot of the adjustments to my working day have been made.
What is most important to me about my work with NDTi is the feeling that I'm helping to make a difference to the lives of people with disabilities or other disadvantages in our society. I really enjoy turning documents and information into easy read because I'm helping people with disabilities to understand quite complicated information.
No day is the same at NDTi. We obviously work online, we work in person. I love working with lots of different people, with strategic leads, local authorities, voluntary and community sector organisations, parents and carers, young people, family members. So it's always a joy to meet lots of different people and to enable them to be part of all of the work that we do towards inclusion. It's a real privilege to work with other people with similar values to my own around respect and equality and diversity.
I like my colleagues. They are good people. They are trying their best to make the world a better place, and that definitely comes through. I've been with my NDTi colleagues through tears, through laughter, through real moments. They are people just like me.
I really appreciate the focus on wellbeing at NDTi. It's not just something that's talked about or promoted, but there really is that support there. Having what I can work on now and what I can aim for in the future laid out clear has really helped me to see how I can grow in NDTi.
I think NDTi is really good team to work with because they are a very supportive team. Everyone's very helpful and friendly. I'm very happy to be a part of a team that makes a real difference to people's lives.